My name is Sean Lidster, and I am the co-founder and fundraiser for the Blot Collective. So the Blot Collective is a non-profit. It's based here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and we are in service of the spoken word. Through some mutual friends, I got put in touch with Nicole, who was very excited and very determined to start up a little scene here, which was great to see.
We wanted to build and create a scene for spoken word, vocal arts, and we want all that good stuff in there. We want poetry, we want slam, we want rap battles, we want improv, we want independent theater.
The passion we have here in the community and the determination of the poets, the writers, the artists here in Sioux Falls is something I've never seen before.
It's our, just fundamental belief that eye-to-eye contact, face-to-face interactions is what moves the human story forward.
So part of our mission is to encourage radical self-expression. So what is radical self-expression? It's your independent voice. It's your ability to stand up on your own soapbox and tell the world what is within you. Coming from such a small growing city, it's great to be a part of that and to help lift that off the ground a little bit. It's just a great time to be a part of an artistic scene in America. There's a political shift. That means that us creative types need to stay together. We need to help each other, and we need to have each other's backs. And one way to do that is to be a part of a community like the Blot Collective.
Get with the independents. Get with the artists that are doing the things and not just the musicals and the big things, but get with the little guy and the fun, interesting thing that you never heard of, that you never thought about somebody doing before, but they're doing it.
If it weren't for the Blot Collective, I wouldn't have written campfire poetry. I wouldn't be doing all three things that I love and collaborating with a huge community full of artists, musicians, and etc. that I love. And that's really exciting for me.
As a poet myself, the Blot Collective has given me opportunities to perform, which I thought would never ever happen. Back when I first started doing poetry, I was really unsure about it.
I think it's worth money to support it for what it's going to do to the community, what it's already done. We're seeing really diverse people with completely different ideals of what the world should be, and how they experience it is very different from one person to the other. And we are able to come together face to face and understand where each other's coming from. How valuable is that for your community?
We want to continue having these events, and we want to continue to serve you while you're enjoying our work and while you are partaking in everything.
And we've already had successful and amazing events. We've had people show up to events that have never expressed themselves before, and they did it, and it was beautiful, and it was amazing, and it was shared by a group of people, and everybody walked away with something from that. Why on earth would you give us money on Patreon or a one-time donation or anything? And all I can tell you is visit our website, visit our Facebook page, The Blot Collective. We want to do more of that. We want to bring in people that you've never listened to speak before, that need a little bit of a fee. They need some travel expenses paid. They need a little bit, that's how they make their living. So we need you supporting us so that we can bring more to your community. Patreon is the way, because you can do something small every month that says, hey, I support you. If you can do $1 a month, if you can do $5 a month, we need your support so that we can push out what we have to give to you. We want you to feel really good about where the dollars are going, and you need to know, how are we using this money? Well, one of them is promotion, right? You don't know about our events if we can't spend a little money to promote it and put it out there.
2017, we have a lot of plans coming up. We have more poetry nights. Every month we run a poetry night, and then we follow that with a midnight poetry, which is where it gets a little crazier.
If you're an independent playwright, how on earth are you going to fund your project? Let's work together. Let's have some fundraisers. Let's do some stuff together. Let's promote independent theater together.
We also do a round table for people who are not quite ready to be on stage yet. Just get to know each other, make some friends, have some drinks, have some food. We're also going to be promoting the Vagina Monologues, which is going to be one of our first collaborative efforts that we've done as a non-profit, which we hope to do a lot more of in the future.
Support the Blot Collective so that we're united in vision and mission, and so that you're part of your local arts community, part of an expressive group that wants to help you express your life experience, your emotional take on the world as it is right now. How has your individual experience been, and what can we learn from it? We want to know, and the best way to do that is to have events, be able to promote them. We'd love to bring you under our umbrella as a member. We would love to meet with you and see you at a round table, see you at events of all other types, and we would just love to know that our community supports us, and you can do that through Patreon. Thank you.
Put the money into Blot Collective on Patreon, because it's worth it. Please do.